Good afternoon, everybody. So it's an honor to be here today and have an opportunity to become a member of the IAC-EC. I've been an active supporter of ACT-IAC for the past 12 years, beginning with my time as a Voyager. I was in the 2006 Voyagers class. And my experience in Voyagers really helped me understand the value ACT-IAC brings and the opportunity to create strong relationships between government and industry. And that experience was really key in my decision as that class was concluding to accept a job in the government. I became the Deputy CIO at the Food and Nutrition Service, an agency in USDA, and I began an 11-year federal career where I got to do great things and remained very active in ACT-IAC over that period of time. You all know, or many of you know, of course, that I've recently left government and I accepted a job at Veritas Technologies as the CTO for public sector. And, you know, this is an opportunity I see for me to bring to the IAC-EC some perspective on how government works and how we want to interact in government with industry. And I think that's a unique perspective that can bring a lot to this group. I think this gives me a chance to promote a good dialogue, and I have a lot of relationships with members of the ACT-EC from my time in government that I think can be very helpful. Especially now, especially at this point in government, in federal government. I think this is one of the most unique times that I've seen before during my career. There is more activity around modernization than I think we've ever anticipated. Between the report to the President on federal IT modernization, the creation of the MGT, the President's management agenda that puts IT modernization at the forefront and creates a federal data strategy. IT leaders are at the forefront of change in this country. And the role of ACT-IAC in this digital transformation, I don't think can be undervalued. I really believe that if we have the right kind of dialogue with government at this point, we can get a lot out of this moment. It was that understanding, that connection between government and industry that resulted in me remaining very active in ACT-IAC when I worked for the government. I sent lots of my employees through partners, through Voyagers, through associates. I hired a lot of people into my different organizations who had this kind of experience because they knew what it meant to have these kinds of conversations. And I remained active in these organizations myself. I was the vice chair for the Voyagers program. I was the chair for the Voyagers program. I was on the ACT-EC committee myself for 4 years. I recently was the vice chair of the last Management of Change conference. So those things, the experience on the government side, the experience on the ACT-EC, the exposure that I had prior to my time in government, the opportunity to be an executive in industry now, I think really uniquely positions me for this role. And it would be quite an honor. This community has given a lot to me, and this is a great way for me to give back to the community. So thank you for your consideration. I really do appreciate it.